Tired of LG yet? I know I am. Say hello to the LG K92, which appears to be a strange amalgamation of a Samsung A series and a Motorola G series. A plus G equals K? This mega flash phone needs a new screen, and I'm going to show you how to replace it. I'll start by peeling off the plastic back panel. A little heat and alcohol can help open it. Inside there are 11 Phillips screws holding the top plastic mid panel in place. Under all that flash is the same old build we've seen in years past, but this part is important, disconnecting the battery. Then a few more Lego style connectors. At the bottom we find 8 more Phillips screws holding the loudspeaker shield to the frame. Nothing too exciting underneath, just a normal Motorola Galaxy A12 charge port. And if you think I'm kidding, here's a Moto G Power charge port. And here's a Galaxy A12. I guess you use what works, right? Up top, a piece of tape covers the power button fingerprint reader combo connector. We'll come back to this tricky button in a moment. With all that disconnected, the main board can be lifted out. I leave the antenna connected because they're a pain to reconnect. At the bottom, we have a single board screw holding the totally original charging board in place. The main board has a lovely glob of thermal paste under it. Get that on your fingers and it's game over. They'll never be clean again. Back to the power button. I think this ribbon is foreshadowing what could have been the LG Thin C series as opposed to the Thin Q. Good thing we dodged that. This ribbon and bracket need to come out first. This one has the actual clicky part of the button on it. The button itself is the fingerprint reader. The volume buttons on the opposite side are glued into place. With some careful prying, they can be pulled out of the trench. The volume buttons, on the other hand, are quite difficult to remove. There is very little room to pry, and without some bent tools, you may be doing the tomfoolery I am now. A little isopropyl alcohol will soften the tape holding the vibrator in place. Time to cook the battery out. A bit of alcohol will also help remove the 3 massive strips of permanent adhesive LG used. The new frame has the display already installed. I've also transferred all those small parts and buttons over in the same order they were removed. It just needs a lot of plastic protectors pulled away to fit our components in. Once the antenna line's been run properly, it's time for reassembly. Overall, this phone is pretty standard for repairability and isn't anything you won't have seen in an LG device before. Parts are relatively inexpensive, but may go up in price as the parts become more scarce. Thanks for joining me. Have you ever seen an iPhone 12 go up against a lawnmower? Follow me over to Instagram for sneak peeks at upcoming videos and pictures of phones that don't quite make it out alive. See you next time.